Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with the second part on the painting of Eldrad Ulthran. Now we are going to start doing some of the details. We'll start with the details here, and then we will go to the staff and also the arms. So the first thing I'm going to do all this type of decoration he has on the front part of the front clothes, and I will use fleet one flash first to paint there. So we are going to very carefully pick the different decoration there is there, and to do that, okay, so to do that, the best way to do it, so here it's quite easy because it's quite far from the clothes, and you should not have problems to pick these ones. But these ones, the best way to do it when are like that is you go with the brush almost horizontal and applying very little pressure. You will see that the brush is picking up all the details, right? So you can see. Then if I go there, you will see that the brush, and it's a matter of patience. So try to go with very little paint, not too much. If is the way to have the control to avoid that you are going in the wrong places. Okay. So I will do a little bit more. I'm following this. I'm going to do all the decoration. So I will do all the full decoration on this, and I will be back once this is done. So this is how it looks like after applying the flight white flesh. And now I'm going to apply the gold, and for the gold I will use Retributor armor. Okay, and we are going to apply Retributor armor on different ornaments and jewels that it has, and also on the top of the staff. So let me see if I can hold this in position. Okay, so I will use again a detail brush. We are going to apply this on different ornaments that it has. Okay. Sorry. So I'm going to apply this on all the different ornaments, and I will be back. I will be back once this is done. Okay, so for the next step. So this is how it looks like after applying the gold. Okay, we have applied gold here, on the staff, so you see all the details in gold. We are going to do a little bit of cleanup later on, but this is quite okay. I also did the sword, and I applied the gold on the helmet. Next step, I will keep working here. I will go with Gorthor brown, and I will do the different leather parts with that. As you can see, all these steps are quite straightforward. What we are going to do here is we are going to paint all these leather strips that we have on the miniature. Okay, so we'll apply that. And I will be back once this is done. So what I did, that I forgot to do it on camera, is I applied ornate here on this part here. So not It's not a segment, just the base code, and I'm trying to find now where I leave the ornate, but I cannot find it. But just imagine that I have applied here, on this part, and here. And as you can see, I applied the brown on all these parts. So the next step, we are going to start with the washes. And the first wash I will use is the Aquax Air Shade, and we are going to wash how it's called, the brown parts with Aquax Air Shade. As usual, it's not holding in position. Okay. So you will see that the detail starts popping up, and I really like to apply washes anytime that is possible, because they really work very well, and I highly recommend always the washes from Games Workshop. I think they did a great job on them. Okay. Don't forget that there is a little bit of bell there. It's not very visible. Okay. And I'm going to apply what's here as well on this part here. Okay. So this is done. Wait that this dries, and we are going to do second wash once this has dried. So next step, I'm going to apply Raglan Fleece Shade on all the gold. Okay. And again, this is quite straightforward. And this will make the gold. I prefer this reddish color than using Aquax or Seraphon Sepia. I think regular Fleece Shade give a nicer contrast. I really like, since I started using it, I think it works better for me than Seraphon Sepia. So I do that on the rest of the gold, and I'm back once it's completely dry. Okay, next I'm going to apply Animal Blue on all the gems that I want them to pop up with blue. I'm going to use the tail brush to do that. And I'm going to apply this on the different gems. So we'll keep applying this on all the gems, and I'm back once this is done. So I did the blue on all the gems, and next I'm going to use Bajarro Blue. And with Bajarro Blue I'm going to do two things. First, I will paint this part inside of the symbol, okay, this face here. Okay. so I will do this. I will finish this off camera to do not to go too long, so I guess you get the idea. And then on the gems, I'm going to paint the bottom part of the gem, something like that. Okay, there's another one here. Okay. So I will keep doing that. This is an important one. When I will paint it like that. Okay, and we are going to do as well this one here. Here I missed this one, but we can do all this. Okay, I will do this on all the other gems, and I'm back once this is done. So the next thing I'm going to do a wash there, but instead of using one of the washes from Games Workshop, I will use a glaze from Games Workshop. So I will use a Gilliman Blue, and we are going to apply it on the triangle there on the face. So I shake it well, and we are going to apply this there on the triangle. You will see that very nicely will pop up all the details. Okay. Quite easy this step. Don't forget to do the other side. Here the sculpt is really nice and it's helping a lot to do the job. So you see it looks quite good. Okay. Fast, and now I wait until this dry before doing any other thing here. So while this is drying, I will work a little bit on the helmet, and yeah, I have it here. Okay, and as you can see, I was doing the same as I did on the body, the gold and so on, but now I will paint the lens. And I want to do the lens before doing the things that are around the eye. So I will start applying quite a dark color. We can apply animal blue. Okay, and let's take quite a detailed brush. Okay. I realized I went a little bit out of the eye, out of the lens, but this is not a big deal. We do the other side. Okay. Okay. So now I will go with a lighter blue. We'll use Bahar blue. And we are going to paint inside the lens. It will give some glow to the visor. Okay. And the next step, I go back to black and I clean up around the lens. Okay, now we have the two lenses well done, and we are ready to do the decoration we have around the lenses. So I'm going to use Flake 1 Flash again. And this is going to be quite a difficult part. Very carefully we go with the brush sideways and we try to pinpoint the details. Okay, and now we are going to do this part here. This is quite delicate work. Okay. Okay, so you see how to do this part. There is not too many tricks to do there. So wait on this dries, and while this is drying we can start doing the gems. And then on the gems we are going to do the same on all the gems as well on the body. And on top you see I also paint the same on the sword. I also did the bone color, so it's more of the same. Okay, I do the same. So I'm going to do the gems, and the next step we are going to do the gems, and I will do this on all the gems on Eldrad Ulthran. We are going to apply Bahar blue on the half bottom of the gem, something like that. Okay. We are going to apply this on all the gems. So for example, in this one, I will do the same. Okay. And even on the small ones, we are going to do something similar. Okay, and these ones, we need to understand how the head will go, so right here, this one, and we are going to go on the other ones. Okay, so we will be doing this on all the gems, and I come back once this is done. So next step, I'm going to add some white dots on the gems, and we are going to add also some highlights on the bone parts. So first, on the gems we are going to add a white dot. Okay, and this is going to be tricky to see in camera. And in the big ones we are going to add as well a little bit on the base. Okay, something like that. This one here, and then on these things, these ornaments that he has on the armor, we are going to add some white highlight, especially for example here on the extremes. Okay, and we are going to add as well in the middle. Okay. And as well here. here, for example, this one here, and then we add okay. So I do the other gems like this one, and I will come back once this is done. So next step with Bahar blue. Okay, I'm going to highlight the thing in the middle of the stuff. Okay. And I will do the same on the other side. Okay. And now I'm going to start the highlight on the rest. I will do the highlight on the rest of the black. So as we did before, I will do the same highlights as I did on the other parts. So we start with that Reaper, and from there we are going to increase the highlights. So I will do that. Okay, on all the black. Put here. Here as well. Okay. And then next we use rose gray. Let's see here if I can do it. Okay. and we are going to work here. Okay. And finally we will use Fenrising Gray. And using this, as we did Fenrising Gray, for example, we are going to put it just on the here, for example. Okay, so using the same technique, I will highlight all the black. So let's go here, put it here, here. Okay, the same here. So I will keep working like that, okay, to do the rest of the black, and I come back once this is done. So next, before gluing, I'm going to do the yellow here, and to do the yellow I will start applying Everland Sunset. So I'm going to do this yellow to contrast with the rest of the paint job, and the same, more or less same yellow that we have painted. I see that the paint is following there. So we are going to apply Everland Sunset here, okay. More likely a couple of layers to have a nice layer of Everland Sunset. We want to go there in this processes there. And as you can see on the sword, I already paint the gems as the other one, so I did all the gems when I was doing this part of the sword is not going to be very visible because it's the part that goes glue to the back. Anyway, I prefer to paint everything, so to be sure that the finishing is correct. Okay, then we will wait that this dry before doing the next step. So you can see Everland Sunset works very well. So I will finish this and I come back. So as you can see, at the end I decided to glue everything together. I did the highlights on the black. So the mirror is looking quite good at this moment. So the next step I'm going to do some highlights on the brown parts. To do that I will use now Beneblade Brown. It's a lighter brown. And we are going to do as you can see, some very light highlights. Okay. And we are going to do as well here. And a little bit here. Okay, next step. I'm going to work on the gold a little bit. And to do that I will use now Auric Armor Gold. And we are going to start doing some highlights on the gold part. Okay. So we are going to, for example, add here. And here. So we want to, I will also use later on silver. So the first step is just to create some reflections, highlight. Okay. We are going to, for example, on this bracelets here, to add on the symbols. So clearly the intention is to accentuate all the gold. For example, here I'm going to apply on all this type of rings. Then we are going to go on the symbol here and add a little bit of origami gold. Okay. So I will do this on all the gold and I come back. Next, I'm going to use spin metal to do some highlights on the gold parts, and I will do the part of the blade that is visible here. So I put some spin metal on my palette, and we are going to do the part of this part of the blade here that is visible. Okay. To do this part here. Okay. And then on the gold, I will do the rivets, for example. I will do some very punctual highlights, for example on the corners here. To give a little bit more contrast to the gold. Okay, this will give some additional contrast. When it's too strong, we go back with ornate gold. We touch. Okay. Touch here. Here I will go with ornate gold and touch this with ornate gold. Then I do these bracelets. Well, here This will increase the contours and depth of the gold. Okay. We want to add a little bit on the sword as well. But here we put auric armor gold and then we go with speed metal. As well here. Then we'll go back with auric armor gold. With speed metal and clean up a little bit the plate. With the previous yellow, I will clean up a little bit to be sure that I have a good okay. And what I'm going to do now on the yellow, I will apply this one. I will apply now real yellow. Here I will paint this as I did my harlequins. Okay, now I'm going to use flash with yellow. To do exactly the edge highlight. Okay. Now we'll apply very little of dawn yellow. Okay. And now I would say that Eldrad Ulthran is almost done at this level, so you can't really stop here. The only thing I will do now is to have some black there visible. I don't like it. Completely clean. Okay. One thing I want to do here on the blade is I will put a blue glaze. Okay. And I will use Gilliman blue to do that. And this is to match. I will remove part of the glaze now. All I want to do is a tint of blue. Okay, and I will finalize here this tutorial. Okay, just leaving. I will do the third part, but the third part will be focused on the freehand. Okay, I will do a third part of tutorial, but will be focused on doing the freehand on the Eldrad Ulthran. I decided to do the freehand in the third and last part because I think it makes more sense to do it in that way. So here you have. This is the work on Eldrad Ulthran, almost done. Painting the freehand, and the freehand is going to be the runes, mainly here and here, and I'm thinking if I will do something on the flat parts of the miniature. So here you have how it looks like. You can still do some work here with the speed metal and clean up a little bit now that we have applied the blue. Okay. And now it looks better. Okay. Here you have Eldrad Ulthran, almost done. Just painting the freehand. So really an interesting miniature to paint, and really quite happy how it looks like right now. And yeah, I'll keep tuned. So, but if you want to stop here, this is a good point to stop the tutorial. So this way I prefer to stop here the second part, and the freehand that is more like the last level, I will do it on a different tutorial. So that's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching. Please give a comment, like, subscribe if you don't subscribe it. Let me know if you like this type of tutorials, what is your opinion. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and see you later. Bye.